gender pay gap. Now it is revealed men enjoy more leisure time than women. And it has widened rather than become more equal over the last 15 years, according to the Office for National Statistics. While UK men kick back and relax for 43 hours per week, women are too busy doing the chores and bulk of childcare and only manage around 38 hours. However, since 2000 men have gained an extra hour to watch the football, play golf or go to the pub. Time-starved women meanwhile have 10 minutes less to catch up with friends or pursue a hobby. The analysis, which follows the publication of figures last year, said, when considering the amount of leisure men and women took 15 years earlier, it suggests that there is a growth in inequality between men and women when it comes to taking leisure time. Men are now taking quite a lot more time each week for leisure and women are taking less compared with 2000. It continued, leisure time for women could be less than for men because although women are more frequently engaged in part-time work than men, they spend more time completing unpaid work such as household chores and childcare. The hours spent on unpaid work are likely to replace those hours that could have been spent on leisure activities. Leisure time includes socializing, resting and taking time out, cultural, sports or outdoor pursuits, hobbies, computing and games, consuming mass media, eating out and travel associated with these activities. It excludes paid work, chores, childcare, study and travel unrelated to leisure activities, as well as eating and sleeping. People living in households with a child under the age of 15 report that they take up to 14 hours per week less leisure time than those living on their own. Men consistently took more leisure time than women regardless of how old the child in their household was, the ONS report noted. Focusing specifically on parents who live with their children, those whose youngest child was aged between 5 and 10 years old are now taking more leisure time than they did in 2000. Mothers took an hour and a half more and fathers took 2 hours more. The findings also point to variations across the age groups with people aged 25 to 34, who are most likely parents of younger children, taking the least amount of leisure time in 2015. When they did relax, mass media consumption, which includes reading, listening to music and watching TV, was the most popular form of leisure for parents. 16 to 24-year-olds took a high amount of leisure time per week, according to the analysis, which said this was probably down to this group containing the most students. Unsurprisingly, time to relax increases as people get older, with those aged 65 and usually retired taking the most.